What is up guys, Dzeeff here, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video. I have been streaming this game over at twitch.tv/Dzeeff every single day since it has been released, and I have been having a ton of fun trying out different decks. I've already showed you guys my Altergeist deck and a couple different Exodia decks, but in today's video we're showing you a new deck, and this is Madolche. Now, Madolche in the TCG looks pretty different than it does in this game because in the TCG we have Small World, which really changes the entire deck. But in this game, we have an older version of Madolche, but it is still pretty good. So I like Madolche in this game a lot because it can play against Eldlich pretty well. You can shuffle back their cards pretty much no matter where they are. If they're on the board, you can use Queen. If they're in the graveyard, you can use Glass Souffle. But also this deck can play a lot of hand traps, which are obviously good against the combo decks. But what's really cool with Madolche specifically is that they can actually recycle hand traps, including Maxx, which is obviously very powerful. If you have Madolche Teacher Glass Souffle on the field alongside Madolche Chateau, you can bounce any monsters in your graveyard back to your hand. Chateau, while it's on the board, allows you to add any monsters to your hand that would have been shuffled into the deck by a Madolche monster's effect. So with Glass Souffle, you can add back like Maxx and Ash and Nibiru and stuff like that, which puts you in a really good spot against a lot of the combo decks. If you've been playing Master Duel over the past few days, you probably already know that Maxx is one of the most popular and powerful cards in the entire game, and this deck has a way to add it back to your hand every single turn. That being said, Madolches are not perfect. They do play a number of bricks, but I've been trying out a list on Master Duel over the past couple of days, and it's been going pretty well. Here is the deck profile, then I'll show some gameplay videos. We have 2 copies of Hoot Cake, 3 copies of Mageline, 2 copies of Messengelato, 3 copies of Angeli, 3 copies of Pettincessor, and 1 copy of Puddingcess. For the hand traps, we have 1 copy of Veiler, 1 copy of Nibiru, 3 copies of Maxx, 3 copies of Ash, and of course 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. The reason we're playing the one-ofs is because we do play Crossout Designator. For the spell cards, we have 3 copies of Prosperity, which is only a super rare, that's pretty cool, 1 copy of Chateau, 1 copy of Ticket, 3 copies of Salon, and then for the anti-hand trap stuff at the moment, and this does look pretty weird, but I am playing 2 copies of Called by the Grave and 1 copy of Crossout. If Called by was at 3, I would probably just play 3 copies of that and no Crossout to maybe cut the Nibiru, but I like Crossout as like a one-of, as like the 3rd copy of Called by the Grave. Maybe you could play 2, but it is kind of bad against Eldlich, which is very popular on ladder, so for now I am playing just 1 copy, but it does look a bit weird. We are playing 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet. I think this card is great in this game. Besides Eldlich, all of the other decks are big combo decks, so you can use Droplet to negate their entire board and then use Queen to break it pretty easily. And then finally, besides the Imperms, which we already covered, we have 2 copies of Madolche Promenade. This card is obviously very good. I was playing Madolche Knights, I think, in at least one of the gameplays that you'll see in today's video, but I ended up cutting that card. It never really came up. For the extra deck, we have 3 copies of Madolche Queen, 3 copies of Glass Souffle, 3 copies of a la mode, and 2 copies of Madolche Sistart. We also have 1 copy of Lavier, 1 copy of Phoenix, 1 copy of Celine, and 1 copy of Axis Code Talker. I'll also probably try to fit in Underworld Goddess at some point once I finally craft that card. That is the entire deck list. It's pretty good against most matchups. You can have some bricky hands. I mean, you are playing a lot of hand traps, so when you draw like Maxx plus Pettincessor as your only monster, it can be a bit awkward if you are going second. That certainly has happened to me where I wasn't able to use my Pettincessor effect, but overall I think that it's still good to play these hand traps. And Maxx is so strong in the current format. Ash is really good, not only because you can stop your opponent's plays, but also you can stop your opponent's Maxx if they Maxx you. So you kind of have like 6 outs in your main deck to Maxx. You have the 3 copies of Ash, the 2 copies of Called By, and 1 Crossout Designator, which you could increase if you find yourself losing to Maxx quite often. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, and make sure to follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Dzeeff if you haven't already. Yeah, so I actually didn't know that there weren't casual duels, and I'm very surprised that there are not. Okay, I did not mean to press cancel. I was trying to see the board, and by board I mean the hand. This is what I get, huh? Well, luckily I've played this deck enough to know that if you Veiler this, they have no way of winning. I am done with Exodia. You're gonna give me the free win this time. Yeah, Scoop, yeah. Feels good. It feels really good to have someone else lose to getting their library Veilered. This is definitely a glitch, by the way, that or a bug, that the Sangins float away. I've been paying attention, and literally no other... I just spilled water all over myself. Doing hand motions while holding a cup of water. Sees my shirt. Okay, sure. This hand is so cracked, actually. Oh my gosh, after that... I mean, the last hand was good. It's just like, it is kind of awkward playing Ashe. I love that. This is the greatest explanation I've ever read. I love that Sangan gets abducted by aliens whenever a duel starts. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I must go now. My people need me. I'm sure you talked about what are your thoughts on the weird current format. I think I talked about this before, but I think that part of the charm of Master Duel right now is that it has like this weird ban list with this weird card pool. But I think long term it needs to have like the actual TCG format. I've seen a lot of like posts about stuff, but like I really do think that part of the charm right now is the fact that like the format is so fucking weird. So our hand's already good, so I kind of just want to go for 3. I was already gonna go. Oh yeah, we'll grab Maxx. Oh my gosh, this is insane, dude. The really funny thing here, I don't know if you guys know this, but with Glass Souffle and Chateau on the board, you can actually recycle like any monster in the game to your hand, including hand traps. So we're going to actually be able to recycle Maxx this game. Chateau says if a monster in your graveyard would be returned to the deck by the effective Madolche monster, you can add to your hand instead. So you can just add back hand traps. It's pretty funny. So probably has a way to get to the revival trap engrave. I want to do this. Detaching. I want to select the Hoot Cake. I think I'd rather like loop Maxx. I don't think I actually care about negating that with Promenade. I mean, what can you really summon here that matters? And then I want to activate Maxx. What's the best mate in your opinion? I mean, they're all kind of like personal preference, right? But I mean, I like Sangan. Pot of Greed is pretty damn good though. I will probably switch to Pot of Greed when I unlock it. Ooh, okay, 2 of those for, oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, I mean, the car one is pretty fucking funny. So I'm gonna activate this. Check this out, chat. Add back Maxx to your hand. Pretty good. It's such a silly interaction, but it's pretty cool. I guess I'm probably not going to get OTK'd, so I'll Promenade. I like leaving the Hoot Cake on the board in general because it can't be destroyed by battle, but this is going to die by battle anyway. Yeah, I'll just bounce this one back. That's fine. I didn't realize this one had 3,500 attack. That's a lot of attack. I will still have to eventually deal with that card, but I'm just going to set another Promenade. I like this play. I don't know. Not everyone does it, I don't think, because like Ticket would give me like more follow-up plays, but I think setting Promenade off of the Salon when you Promenade is pretty cool because it makes sure if your opponent has like something crazy, you can just negate it. Especially someone from... Okay, that's fun. You can give me all the draws you want. And I will try to not use the Ashe if I can, because I really want to be able to special summon this Petting Cessor. Thanks for giving me a full hand. By the way, I have Maxx for next turn. No, why are you doing this? Oh no, man. You're just giving me so much advantage. I feel so bad. Does he realize that this can't be destroyed by battle and is unaffected by monster effects? That's gonna be a no? Like, that was so many draws to do nothing, right? I think he forgot about that. A lot of people just, like, don't know that. Like, when I play in real life, I make sure to tell people when I resolve the Angeli, like, by the way, this can't be destroyed by battle. But in this game, it's like, I can't tell my opponent yet. That one's not going to work either. Sorry. Wait, no way you're special summoning a... Dude. I think he just gave up, because this is not how you beat Madolche. You do not give them 15 cards in hand. Or how many cards? We have so many cards. 9 cards in hand, drawing a 10. Yeah, that's not going to be easy for him to win through, but we'll see. Turn change. There we go. Okay, so we can do a few things here. We can... what's that doing? Oh, special from hand or graveyard. We could be cute and Maxx and then recycle it again, but I think I'm just going to droplet and call it a day so that he can't respond with monster effects or traps or spells. The negates on these two monsters like doesn't really matter, because they're probably going to get shuffled back before the battle phase anyway, but I mean, when you have 10 cards in hand, does it really matter anymore? I don't know. I'm probably going to screw this combo up. I mean, there's so many available plays, it's hard to keep track of, but we will do our best here. So I think we're going to special the Messenger Lotto to get the ticket on board. What do you think of Eldlich? I mean, the Eldlich engine is one of the best engines in this game. Like, those cards are crazy in this game. You have triple skill drain too. Yeah, this will be like OTK. I always go like too far with Madolche where I keep extending even though I already have game, so I'm gonna try to not BM my opponent by accident here. So we're just gonna make this pretty fast. We'll just double queen and then OTK. But that is like something that I actually struggle with, is like getting too lost in the sauce and trying to like plus as much as possible even though I don't need to because I've already won. I do that with Altergeist as well, but like especially with Madolche, because this deck has like, I mean, look how many cards we have right here. Like Madolche can just do so much with so little that it is kind of hard to not just like want to plus as much as possible. But I'll try not to. I'll be nice. But it is important to have that skill to be able to realize that like you are overextending and you shouldn't do that anymore. Specifically because when you play in real tournaments, there's like a time limit. I mean, there's a time limit on here too, but not like that type of time limit. So you really got to make sure that you are playing at a fast pace and you're not overextending, not only for like hand trap reasons, but just for like time reasons, you know? What does it think? Oh, okay, just scooped, yeah. That was pretty crazy. And we had like Maxx for next turn if for some reason they were able to make a comeback. What the fuck is this? We will do a Dig 6. How updated is Master Duel versus OCG? It is currently using like 90% of the last OCG list and then a couple different changes. Holy shit, that was bad. Good thing we did 6. So the ban list is kind of weird. Card pool wise, they don't have Burst of Destiny or Dawn of Majesty. Now, one of those matters a lot more than the other, but still. So we are going to go a little light on the combo here because as someone who has played Madolche without playing around Nibiru ever and has then switched to playing around Nibiru always, it really is just safer to play around Nibiru all the time, even if it is a little bit boring. The big turn 1 combo isn't as crazy, you only end on a couple things, but you don't really miss out on that much, so I think it's fine. I did hear that the Switch version of this game is really bad. Frame rate wise, I've heard it's not great. So I want to go Chain Link 1, Glass Souffle. Yeah, I play Knights because I'm bad, I guess. You don't really need to play Knights, but it is kind of nice that when you open Salon or Promenade, you have like another target with like the regular combo. I mean, you can go for Chateau, but... So that was a pretty good Lightning Storm. We have Ash plus Knights plus that was just uncalled for. Oh no, that's scary. Welp, we do have the Ash for the Scarlet. Oh, we got rid of a skill drain, which probably means there's another skill drain in there. You know, just taking a guess. Why would you leave me with a Lava Golem? Like, yeah, I can't do that much with it, but like, it's not... I don't know, it's not that bad. Cool. That's just what I need in this situation. You know what, like, the shittiest part is here, chat? We had an out to this, and I banished it. That is unfortunate. Yeah, that's kind of depressing, though, because we actually did have the out. Well, I guess I shouldn't banish Phoenix. Everyone's playing Eldlich because it's definitely, like, one of the best decks in this game to, like, just ruin people's day on ranked ladder in terms of like a good deck, you know. Oh shit, that thing has low attack. I can just run it over now. We just know he has Sanguine. That doesn't summon it with like a million attack points. Man, this sucks though, you know. I think we can outrun him because we'll Ash the Eldlich of Scarlet Sanguine and then he won't have the Eldlich or a trap card and then he'll just have the Conk or the Hakero, but Lava Golem attacks over it. Yeah, maybe we can outrun him. I don't know. So I could Maxx to try to draw into one of the two outs, or I could Ash it. One problem with this is that if he top decks a second Extravagance, which is very unlikely but possible, then we're kind of fucked. Yeah, I'd still make the play, because like at this point we didn't know that he was playing Prosperity and Extravagance. God, he fucking ripped the spell too. This is so sad. Should I maxi this? That's an out! I didn't even think about that. Yeah, putting Cess Tribute without the Lava Golem, correct. This doesn't activate on... Oh, normal or flip summoned? Let's go, dude. Or I probably should have got rid of this and whatever. Will that matter? Maybe. It's Hakero, okay. That's kind of awkward because he can Hakero the Queen effect, but I guess he can't hit all of them. So yeah, we're gonna Droplet. See you later, Lava Golem. I'm sure he knows that like he doesn't get a ton of wins of the Lava Golem, like from the Gozen Match Lava Golem thing, but it like slows the game down so much that it doesn't matter if you're not winning. It's just good to like slow the game down as a trap deck. So I'm pretty sure if I Hoot Cake target a card, he will in fact banish the target. I think that's a pretty strong possibility because at the moment he has no reason to suspect that this face down is not just like some garbage hand trap. Because I'm doing this line, oh, it's Conk, it's not Hakero. You guys lied to me. It doesn't matter, it's fine. Either way, do your worst. Oh, Top Chateau. Do I know the last card in his hand? Did he search it? I just need to know it's not Nibiru, I guess. You know, that's what really matters. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Appreciate. See, chat's so helpful. Oh, I should have shuffled back Chateau, right? Whoops. Especially because I already had one of those in deck. This is just game. It doesn't matter. Shuffle that back. Nice Eldlich deck, dude. See, that's the thing though, like, I don't mind playing through like back row and interactions and stuff. Like, that's kind of fun for me, but it's the playing through fucking Floodgates.